Hey guys, I'm Raven of Ravenjstyle. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Today I have a great video for you. I'm talking about fall essentials. So for our fall essentials, these are our pieces that we're going to get a lot of wear out of through the fall and winter season. These are your classic timeless pieces that we can typically make a lot of outfits out of, and then we can wear year after year. So I'm going to share my favorites, the items that I get a ton of wear out of. I'll share some examples on the screen. I'm definitely going to link to some options in the description box. If that sounds good, be sure to like, subscribe, leave me a comment, and let's get to it. So the very first fall essential item that I'm going to talk about, this is the item that I know I get the most excited about being able to wear during the fall season, and that is none other than boots. We cannot have, you know, a great fall without our essential fall boots. Now, when I think of our fall boots, first I like to focus on just making sure that I have my neutrals covered, because the boots are like really giving this season. There are so many options. I'm going to talk through a few, but I like to make sure I have my neutrals covered. So my black boots, I keep a cream or white pair, you know, something in the brown family, so either like a chocolate or a chestnut, because those are going to work easily throughout my wardrobe, right? We can get a lot of wear out of that. Then after we get through neutrals, I like to also consider the different lengths, right? So you can get your boots, of course, you have your knee length boot, which comes up to the knee, and I'm going to be sharing some options as I on the screen as I go through the video. So knee length boots, of course, those are classic. Those are good for wearing with like the sweater dresses like I have on today. You can, you know, if you have like a skinny jean or a legging, you can put those on top of those as well. So a knee boot will always be in. And then if you want to be a little more spicier, girl, you may indulge in the over the knee boot, right? So that's the boot that's going to go over the knee. So again, that's a little spicier. I definitely have had some over the knee boots in my time, so I'll pop up some examples, but those go good with your dresses. Again, if you still have the skinny jeans, which is why we should keep, you know, at least 1 or 2 pair of skinny jeans, even though they're not on trend, but you know, it's good to keep some around. You can place your skinny jeans inside of your knee boots and your over the knee boots. So moving on, and then I want to also mention booties. So that's another good example. I don't have a ton of booties, but a bootie, I feel like it's a classic boot as well. Booties look good in my opinion with your dresses, maybe like your maxi length dresses, or like maxi length skirts, or even like your mini skirts, and maybe even shorter dresses as well. Next up is a good pair of denim jeans. So a good pair that you can just go to, you know, they're going to fit the body well and look good on you. You don't have to like skim through so many jeans in your closet. This is the pair that you know works well. So these jeans, of course, are going to be good for going with those boots that we just spoke about. Also going with your pretty sweaters, right? You're going to pull those sweaters out for the fall and winter season, so those jeans are going to work well with that. Now, of course, we're moving into the fall and winter season. A lot of people like to transition into like a darker denim, so if that's you, you can definitely take advantage of that. You can also continue to wear your lighter wash if you want to. I'm definitely going to still wear mine. So again, we definitely have options when it comes to wash. Also, you know, we also want to be considerate of the waist. So whether you're into high waist or medium waist, straight leg, tapered leg, the options are endless. But I just like to make sure I have at least 1 or 2 like go-to pairs that I know fit well. Maybe I've already got them tailored, but if they need tailoring, go ahead and get them tailored. So you can just like reach for those and wear them over and over without having to question how they fit, how they look on you, and just know that those are going to work well for you throughout the season. So the next item on my fall essentials list is a good go-to blazer, okay? And the reason I like to recommend a good quality blazer for the fall season is that it could just be paired with so many different items. You can literally take it and use it as a topper over a nice pretty dress. You can pair it with skirts. Of course, it goes with those denim jeans that we just discussed. It can go from daytime, so of course we can take these into the office or wherever you work, nighttime, and make it more casual or dressy, and again weekends, of course, as well. Now for an essential, I recommend staying with or just making sure you have neutrals. So my number one recommendation would be a nice black blazer. So I will definitely pop up some images and link to some in the description box. But if not black, I just recommend having something neutral. So maybe it's a brown, maybe it's a chestnut, maybe it's more like a nice caramel. Maybe you even want to go for like a cream or a white, but just some type of blazer, or even like like the herringbone print that's popular, you know, during this time of year. But something that you're going to be able to work well into your wardrobe. You can easily top it on top of other items, like those dresses that I mentioned. You know, it's just an easy go-to. We can get a lot of wear out of it, and you know, just make it work well for you throughout the fall season. Next on the fall essentials list is another favorite, but definitely a classic piece, and that is the sweater dress, y'all. So that is what I'm wearing today. Love a sweater dress, mainly, y'all, because it is a one and done item. So this is good for those days where you don't want to put an outfit together. You just want to grab something, put it on. You know it's going to look good. You're going to feel good in it. And I can't think of anything better than a sweater dress. The great thing about these, again, it's timeless. It's a dress. It's just a dress made out of sweater material. And like for instance, this one I have on, this is at least 2 years old, but it, you know, it's still here. It's nothing super trendy. I got it in a neutral color. It's off the shoulder, long sleeve. I've gotten a lot of wear out of this, which is great. But for your sweater dresses, I'm seeing them this season. Of course, you always see them in neutrals. You're going to see a lot of neutrals in the fall and winter season. So similar to like this oatmeal color I have on today, I've seen pretty grays, orange. I featured an orange one in my H&M video a couple videos back. So all types of colors, and then they come in various lengths. Like this one is more of a, so I can show it to you. So this one is like right above the knee, but if you need something longer, you can find them in like the midi length where they're gonna go past the knee. And of course, with our sweater dresses, these go exceptionally well with our fall boots, girls. So this is where you can, you know, I like to pair mine with either like a knee boot or an over the knee boot, but cute with a, you know, if you want to do like a bootie. And then if it's, you know, when it gets super cold, maybe you add a legging for some warmth, some tights, not a legging, some tights. You add some tights for some warmth, and maybe like, you know, just some extra style too. But a sweater dress, so timeless, so sexy, fit the body, girl. You know, fit the body. I always have my, you know, wear your shapewear. If you wear shapewear, if you don't, that's fine. But I'm going to always have mine on to pull it together and just, you know, so that it looks its best, because it is a fitted item. So you want it to look, you know, look nice on your body. But yes, sweater dresses, girl, get you some if you don't have them. Okay, moving on down the list. So next, let's talk about jackets. So we know we have to have some jackets because it's going to get cooler as we move through the fall season. So I have two types of jackets I like to recommend as far as essentials. So first is the denim jacket. I know sometimes it's, you know, it may not be on trend some years, but denim is classic, right? So that's why I never throw my denim jackets away. I always keep them because they may not be trending, but it's still a classic piece. And it's still like a nice light jacket that you can reach for when you know, for when it starts to cool down. So the denim jackets, we have options. So you have the option of crop denim jackets, and then you have your more of like an oversized denim jacket, and of course I'll be popping up some pictures here. They come in various colors as well. So like your blue denim, I've seen them in if I can find like I know I've seen them in white, so I'll pop up a pic if I can find that. And then even black, so like black denim. But I just like to keep just a nice blue denim. I like them in the crop version and the oversized. Now these you can throw on easily with whatever. Put it over a dress, put it over a, you know, if you're just wearing a nice top, a nice blouse. Yeah, you can pair it with slacks. You can do the most with your denim jackets. The second jacket I like to recommend and that I keep for as an essential would be the moto jacket, right? So like a leather moto. So whether you're going for leather or faux leather, and again I'll pop up some items, on the screen, but these jackets you can wear forever. Never going out of style. You don't have to worry about if it's in like on trend or not. Of course, with these you can find them in black. I have the like butterscotch one that I featured in the previous video, which I bought from Zara a long time ago, but I will link to some current ones in the description box. I think a black leather moto jacket is really nice to have. That's on my essentials list to buy this year. So yeah, the moto jackets are wonderful. They pair with. Okay, so the jackets of course get us through, you know, when it's the mild months, but when it gets like into the cold months, we're going to need, what I'm going to recommend would be like a wool coat. Wool coat, you know, wool is a nice natural fabric, so that's definitely going to last. It's timeless, it's classic, it's stylish, it looks wonderful. I feel like a wool coat just makes you look so like just pull together, like you're just that girl. So for wool coats, of course, you can consider various lengths, so maybe like a waist length or like the full length that comes more like a I guess floor length or close to floor length. So you have your options there as far as the length, and then you have options of course when it comes to colors. Now the colors that are going to be, I would say, more essential and they're going to last longer, of course, that's going to be neutrals, right? So like maybe like what I like to call like a caramel or toffee type color, and I'll pop up some pictures. And then like cream just looks so good in the fall, y'all. Cream wool coat, I have one and I love it. Actually the toffee one as well, but those colors just look so great. And then if you're into black, of course a black wool coat never goes out of style. And of course we can wear these everywhere. You can take them into the workplace, your weekend, your night outings, pair them with the boots. You literally will pair this with most of the items that we already talked through on the list. So yeah, pull out those wool coats. If you don't have them, I'm going to share some options for you in the description box. Okay, so the next essential I'm going to recommend is to have a good go-to leather bag, right? So I'm sure you already have some bags. Ladies, we typically love bags and probably have a closet full. But for some reason, for fall and winter, I like to make sure, or I think it just looks good to have, you know, a good quality leather bag that's going to, you know, just pair well with most of these items that we've already discussed. So for me, that's going to be something, so this will be like my everyday bag, right? But it can be whatever like works well for your lifestyle. But for me, that's going to be something probably more neutral color. So like a cream, like the caramel color, or either maybe like chocolate or black. I don't veer too much to black, but something in that family is going to be more like a go-to bag for me, like my everyday bag that I'm going to be able to grab easily and not have to think much about it. So a few brands that I think are like very easy to go to and find a nice quality leather bag and not really break the bank, and I think they're doing very well with them. So first I have to mention Coach. Coach released they have tons of options for leather bags, so whether you go to Coach or even the Coach outlet, right? But they released a new bag, kind of like a medium-sized bag. I can't remember the name, but I'm going to pop up a picture and I can link to it as well. So I think this is a good option if you're in need of like just some type of classic leather bag for the season. And then another brand that I've been loving for a few years now, which I think a lot of us, you know, we've just seen it if we haven't purchased, but the Jacquemus bags, I think those are great for fall season as well. So I have the La Grande Chiquito, which I have it in chocolate, and I think that one is sold out, but I'll pop up a picture of some other options. But they have, these are going to lean a little trendier in design, but you know, I feel like if you choose well, it won't be so trendy because they have a lot of options. But I think it's just a great bag. They're under $1,000. So if you're looking to go a little more like high end but not super high end, I think this is a good option. But those are just two brands that I think do leather bags well, and I will definitely link to some options in the description box. Okay, so the next essential that I want to mention is hats and gloves. Hats and gloves, so they're stylish and they also keep you warm as it starts to get cooler, right? So for the hats, two options that I find to be pretty essential. Of course, the fedora. So your fedoras They've been around for forever, but you know, the wool fedoras, you can find them in all types of colors, so you can stick with your neutrals or go for something more colorful. I even saw like a fedora in an orange color, which I thought was kind of bright, but just showing you that, you know, the options are endless. So love a good fedora. You can easily pair that with those wool coats, the moto jacket, the boots. Like, it's gonna work with all of the items that we discussed already. And then the second hat that I want to mention is this hat was trending last year, but I don't really find it to be trendy. I think this can be timeless as well, depending on the type that you buy. But this is the hat. Some folks call it like the newspaper boy, or I think paper bag, something like that. But I'm going to pop up some pictures, and I do have a couple of these myself. You can get these at various price points. This is an easy hat to put on. It's stylish. It's so cute. So if you want to, like, you know, just add some hats, whether it's you're doing it because it's a bad hair day, or, you know, it's just an asset to the rest of your outfit, right? So now let's talk about the gloves, y'all. The gloves are really giving this season, meaning I've seen so many options, y'all. So if you want to have some fun with some gloves, if you need to add like 1 or 2 pair, this is the season to do that. So with gloves, of course, I've seen, of course, you know, the first thing that comes to mind is the leather gloves, right? But not just your regular leather, like driving gloves, the full length gloves, the gloves that like come out, you know, up to your elbow, those are like trending right now. So if you like that, I suggest getting a pair, because they are like really hot. I've seen them in so many different colors. I'll pop up pics, of course, but of course in like your black leather. I think I've seen red. Like Zara has a pink pair. I think I may have seen green, but they are really doing it when it comes to these gloves. I've also seen them in other textures outside of leather. So, you know, if you're really trying to be fancy, I've seen lace, I've seen tulle. So they're really giving us the goods when it comes to gloves this season, y'all. But if you just want to stick to something. Well, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful and you're able to maybe identify some items that you may need to add to your fall wardrobe. Let me know in the comments what you think, which items you'll be adding. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.